What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Fox Chamber. This is another portion of what's going to be happening to RedFox. And the carpet in there was garbage. I think I showed you a spot in there where it was kind of bad. I said it looked like somebody had been drinking some battery acid and spilled it on the floor behind the driver's seat. So we got some new carpet in, new mats, and the hatch area carpeting. And I didn't go with the light gray. I went with gray. I didn't go with black. I went with the darker gray. It more or less matches the body panels on the inside and the center console kind of gray. And I've already taken them out the bag or out the boxes and got them laid out. Of course, you got to pop all the corners and stuff like that, all the contours, pop them into place. And the bad thing about it is that it is not hot down here right now, because usually when I did the Fox, the white one anyway, I set it outside in the sun, let it get kind of pliable or whatever, but it's kind of cool down here right now, no sun's out, so we're gonna have to make do, and hopefully this thing pops into place without a whole lot of heat, which I'm trying to decide how I want to put some heat. I got a heat gun. I don't know if that's going to work real good or not. I don't know if that's the smart thing to do, but I might try to throw a little heat on it just to wrinkle, or just to get some of the wrinkles and stuff out. But before we get into that, I want to say this video is sponsored by Handling Motorsports, the best in automotive transmissions. Stop by or give Andrew a call. That's his number right there. Excellent customer service, excellent parts. If you want to be running up and down the track and not have to worry about your transmission or anything falling apart, call Handling Motorsports. Yeah. But like I was saying, I'm gonna get all the contours and stuff like that popped into place so this thing will kind of settle. Maybe throw a little heat on it to take some of these wrinkles out. But yeah, I went with a little bit darker. Well, I went with a little bit darker because they didn't really have the other one available. And I don't think this will look bad. I didn't want to go with the black because, you know, it's too much of a contrast. But this darker gray, I think it might be all right. Yeah, because that carpet in there is a little bit lighter. But, well, heck, compared to the carpet that's in there, this is a lot darker. But it is a darker gray. Like I was saying, it matches the body panels and everything. So let me see if I can get this, get these things pushed out, or the contours or whatever, kind of flattened, and get some of these wrinkles and stuff out, and I'll get back with you in a few. All right, got the carpet laid out, got some weights on it to kind of help take some of those wrinkles out. I put a little bit of heat on it with the heat gun. Not a lot where to burn it, just enough to soften it up. There's a heat gun right there. Harbor Freight, by the way, if you was wondering. Yeah, I got some weights and stuff in the corners, trying to maybe flatten it out just a little bit, because I know it's not going to fit perfect like OEM, but you know, it needs to be replaced, and the other one can't really be cleaned and put back in because it's all ate up. Yeah, but I don't know, it might come out all right, because it was a lot worse than this, as y'all saw when I first laid it out. But it looks a little bit better, because I'm trying to take into account a lot of the stuff is going to be up under the center console area, like all this right here, probably to around here somewhere, and it's going to be kind of covered up a little bit. But still, I do want it to fit as flat as possible, especially in the parts that you're going to be able to see. But I don't know, it might come out all right. You know, all this stuff's going to be toward the back seat. Might have to massage it out a little bit more. But all in all, yeah, it might be all right. I'm gonna let this sit overnight and get back with this tomorrow sometime. to see exactly, or check it after I'll get back from work tonight and see exactly how it looks. You know, maybe the weight will help it kind of take some of these wrinkles or whatever out. But either way it goes, it's definitely going in. So I think that's about it for right now. Yeah, the other is right there. It's not too bad wrinkles. I mean, it's gonna be all right. I mean, it's got the little felt and everything under the bottom of it. So once it gets put in, it's gonna be nice and flat. And I didn't get the one with any logos on it. I just got it just the plain old gray, dark gray or whatever. I didn't get any logos on that. Or I got some mats around here some doggone where. Oh, there they go. I'm knocking stuff down. But yeah, my mats are right there. They're just the regular gray mats. They're nothing spectacular. But y'all see those probably here shortly. But yeah, I just went no logos or whatever because I was gonna try that for the time being. But yeah, all that's laid out. This is laid out. Ready to, you know, yeah, for the most part, looks like it's gonna come out all right. These weights on there, hopefully it'll help. I might need to let this sit another day if the weights do a really good job with it. But either way it goes, this looks all right, and I think it's gonna look good in there. So I'm gonna put the camera down and everything and get myself ready to go to work. And I'll pick back up with this in just a sec. All right, it has been a few days, man, somewhere around 4, maybe 5. And I let the carpet sit out and kind of, I guess, relax itself and see what wrinkles it can pull itself out of or whatever. And what I did, I put the weights right there and those right there. I put them like in the corners just to see if it'll flatten it out a little bit. And it kind of did. I mean, it looks a whole lot better than it did before. And you can see where I had the weights at. And I put it like right in the corners mainly to see if I can flatten it out. I put that bucket up under that part, and I put the little, I think it's a bag I got. I set it up under this spot right here just to kind of stretch it a little bit. And basically it kind of seemed like it got back to the shape that it's supposed to be for the most part. Little few wrinkles right in there, but it's gonna have that center console right there, and the seat's gonna be sitting right here, so you're not really gonna see that. But mainly all the way around the outside where you're gonna be able to see it at and up under the carpet. So I think it's gonna come out okay. So now basically we just gotta start taking these seats out of RedFox and get them bad boys going. But first, what I did, went ahead and, remember I said I had the what in the world was that? Anyway, remember I said I had the rear carpet too, and I just went ahead and just laid it in there just to see how it was gonna look. And it's just kind of laid up in there right now. And from what it looks like, the little bit that I have seen on there, it almost seems like this side right here is longer than this side. So when I put it down and got it tucked in right there, and on this side, you can see right there, see how it's kind of loose? And this side, well, this is kind of about the same, but anyway, this side seemed like it was a little bit longer anyway. So I don't think it's gonna be a big issue once I get that hole right there lined up with the plastic that's up under here on that back side right there. I should be able to pull it down, screw it in, and it'd be tight. So that's no biggie. But yeah, it's a little bit darker than the OEM, but I don't think it looks bad. It kind of matches the panels on the sides. So that's not gonna be a bad look. Like I was saying, well, you can compare it to that right there. See it? That's the difference in the two. But I think it'll be all right, because it matches the side paneling and all. I think I'll be okay with that. But now, we're gonna start taking these seats out and get this carpet out of there. And what I am gonna do is I'm gonna back the car out and I'm gonna run water over it to see if there's any other leaks, because there is a leak and I'm gonna show you about it a little bit later, but I'm gonna run some water over it to see if there's any leaks that might be happening maybe toward the front of the car, something like that, you know, just so I can get those things addressed, if there's any. Hopefully there's not. I don't think there's any, but there's no harm in checking. So for right now, let's get these seats out and continue on.
Well, you can see already, that right there ain't supposed to happen. Yeah, that right there ain't supposed to happen. This little stud right here is supposed to stay in the car. So we gotta address that, fix that thing, and get it back down there. But we're gonna go ahead and take the seats and everything out for right now. Keep rolling. Well, this is how it looks up under the seat. Yep, and there's that little burnt looking spot, if you didn't remember seeing it in a previous video. But, what the heck is that? Jelly bean? Yeah, I think it's a jelly bean. But yep, a couple of these studs came out. So we gotta address that and figure about getting these things back in. But the carpet, as you see, is pretty nasty. So now you gotta disconnect the seat belts, take these out, and of course the little side panels and stuff right there, and the center console and the other seat.
So I'll get back with you in a few. At least want to get the other seat out and get ready to start on that center console, just for a little update.
All right, I got the passenger seat out. All the studs stayed in except this one right here, inboard side of the seat. That one came out, but all the other ones stayed in. So yeah, like I was saying, we'll address that when we get back to putting this thing back together. Should be that bad to actually line up these holes with the other rug. Nice little spot. But anyway, yeah, the other seat looks worse up under there, but still, this carpet is kind of nasty. So we're gonna change this bad boy out. And next thing we got is taking this center console out. So yeah, that's gonna be new to me right there. I'm not used to taking the 85 models out, so I'm gonna have to look and see exactly where all the screws and everything are located at, so I don't bust nothing up. So I can put it all back together nice and neat. And on the other rug, this is where those wrinkles are, right along in here somewhere. So, you know, the seat's gonna be right there and this thing's gonna be halfway covering it up. So it's not gonna be bad. I mean, it's not gonna fit perfect, but it's gonna be clean. So we'll just go with that. And yeah, it's gonna end up matching most of the interior right here. So I think I'll be cool with that. But okay, let me find out about this center console and where the screws and stuff are located at, and I'll get back with you.
From the way this looks, some of the screws look like they might have come out before, I don't know. But it does look like the center console was probably taken up because the screws are kind of matched. But so far, it's not that difficult to take out. There's a little bit of I'd say a learning curve, but you just gotta find the doggone screws. Down in the bottom, down here, there's like 4. There's like 2 right there, 2 right there. And then, you know, see, they got the back loose. And I popped out the little shifter boot bezel. I got it popped out. You pop the 2 front ones out. Well, after you slide that shifter boot, or not shifter boot, but the shifter bezel out, slide it forward, pick it up over this, and then down in the bottom, if you have like, cause I guess this is the OEM boot that goes on there. There's like there's something right down here holding the boot down, and I can't get to the bolts that hold it in. But luckily, I took this right here off, and this is loose now, so I can
so I can shift this back a little bit or forward to get to like that screw. Let me see if I can get some light in here for you. Yeah, see there's like a screw right, or a bolt right there, and there's one on this side, and this side. But me being able to slide this center console back and forth is gonna let me get to those right there and pick this boot up and all that sort of thing, get it out the way so I can pick this thing up and slide it out. I think of course there's gonna be connections right here to the electrical components right here. I think there should be one to this one to the idiot lights, and one to the cigarette lighter. So let me get these 4 bolts out and I'll get back with you. All right, I think I found a way to take this off. Those 4 bolts that I was telling you about, nix that. Don't take those out because they are not in the way. It's everything else that's in the way, and I found out the hard way, I guess. I took them out and, well, I got to put them back in, so it's no big issue. But before I move everything, I had to take this plug right here loose. Let me get some more light in here. All right. I had to take this plug loose right here. This plug loose. This plug loose. I think I disconnected that one, and I didn't have to do it because I just saw it down there, so I disconnected it. But it's just 3. This one, and this one right here. And they connect into right there. And now I think I could just slide everything out where it's at right now. Because I took the little center piece of the console out. And, well, let me put you down right quick. I don't want to break nothing. I'll get back in just a second. All right, here it is. I got it out. There it is right there. Yeah, and see, I didn't have to take those bolts out, so I'll just slap it back in there. Yeah, these bolts right here, I thought were gonna be in the way. Well, these bolts right here, I thought were gonna be in the way, and they are not. Because I was about to say, if they were in the way, that was a sorry design. So I'm gonna stick these bolts right here back in there and take the bottom part of the seat out. And I think, well, of course the side pieces, the little kick panel on the side over there, and the little kick panel right there. I'm gonna take all that loose. Yeah, I'm gonna take all that loose and slide this carpet out. I'll get back with you when I get those little kick panels out and put those bolts that I took out back in that I didn't need to take out, and just basically get back with you in a minute. Well, had a little bit of a problem getting the driver's side seat belt out, the inboard one. Look at that bevel right there. It is gone. Yep, stripped out. Would not come out, but I did get it out. And see, it is out. It is out. And since this thing wouldn't come out, I had to kind of cut the plastic a little bit, but I got a remedy for that. Yep, plastic welding kit. That's what I plan on doing to fix that right there, that little cut. It's not that hard to do. I did it a little while, maybe a couple of weeks ago or whatever, on the lip that's gonna go on RedFox. And I'll probably show you that later. What I did, I didn't record anything. I just kind of playing around with it. But this right here, I'm gonna plastic weld it, and I'll show you what I did here shortly. It didn't take long. So I got a piece of that, if you can see it, that mesh right there, and cut a piece out and put it right over that cut and just melted it into it so it'll kind of help hold it together. I still got to do the top and the other side, and I'll show you the outcome of it. Well, hopefully this is where you can see it, but just melting some new plastic in an unventilated area, which I shouldn't be doing. Yeah, you definitely want to use this in a ventilated area because of that plastic. But hopefully I can get this real quick. I'm no professional at this. Only did it once. Yeah, it's slowly getting on there. But I did want to try to use this same one. Granted, yeah, I could have bought another one, but I can probably try to fix this and see what happens. And I got this thing from Harbor Freight, so it probably ain't the best in the world, but I don't mind their tools. I can use them all the time. It's not looking bad. It's actually filling in that big gap that's there. It's on to burn the table. All right. Yeah, it's actually seems like it's working pretty good. Yeah. This is literally my second time using this thing. Oh, well, let's take a look so far. Yeah, it's closing the gap. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be salvageable. And you're not even gonna be able to see this anyway. It's gonna be between the seat and the center console. So, yeah, no problem replacing or repairing this. Find my seat. Oh, there it is. There we go. Actually not working out too bad. And you can put as much as you want on there to help fill it, smooth it out, all that good stuff. Mess around and get halfway decent at this. Yeah, but it's actually working. Putting it back together. Once this plastic cures or whatever, you should be good to go. It don't take long, just let it cool off. And I'll be in good shape. Let's take another look. Yeah, that's gonna be all right there. Another little spot right there. Let me see if I can just melt it together. Yeah, almost can melt it together right there. The little crack pieces, because they're right there beside each other. Huh, that's all right. I was able to salvage it. But yeah, because I had to cut. Yeah, I had to cut all this piece right here out just to slide it up to get to the bolt so I could use my vice grips to take it off. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. Hopefully y'all can see that and it's not off the side of the screen. But yeah, do believe this is gonna work. Smelt them little edges together so it don't rip. All right, that's gonna work right there. Now I just gotta get another bolt. Yeah, I think that's gonna work just fine. So I was able to salvage this. You know, not necessarily saying I want to keep it OEM like that, but I was able to keep it. Instead of having to buy a new one, just repair this one with the little cheap welding kit that I got from Harbor Freight. Yeah, that's it for tonight. I just wanted to show you that piece right there, because I don't think I ever hardly show any kind of repairs. I just show you what I did afterwards. But yeah, I got that little plastic weld kit at Harbor Freight. I used it to, you might be able to see it right there in that corner. I did it right there. And that's the new chin spoiler for RedFox. Yeah, so I'll probably pick this up tomorrow. But y'all, it's just gonna be a couple of seconds. So peace. I'll get back with you shortly. And just like that, it's the next day. Yep. Feeling refreshed. But once again, that repair I did on the seat belt, so it came out really, really good. I like how it came out, and it's still real stiff too. I mean, it's almost like the regular OEM plastic, if it's not a little bit harder. And see, I mean, it came out really, really strong, see? No, I'm kidding, I didn't beat on that thing. I didn't want to break it again. But yeah, it came out real strong. Now, what we gotta do is get all of the mess out of here, the towels and all that crap, and pull this carpet out right after we get the lower seat portion right there out of the way. And I think all of this stuff should be okay. I think I should be able to slide it out from under that on that side too. I might need to take out one screw, but that's it. And see, didn't have to remove the shifter, nothing. Didn't have to remove anything. Only thing you gotta remove is there's 2 screws right here, 2 screws right here, 2 screws right here, and disconnect those three plugs, and maybe take the center portion out of the center console, the one that's up under the e-brake. That's it. It's simple. It's even easier than the one on the GT. I mean, the other one, it has a bunch of doggone bolts, like 6 or 8 bolts, something like that. But this one right there, it's just those, I think it's 6, and then it comes right out. And the other one, I have to kind of angle it to get it out. This right here, pick it up, slide it out, it's done. All right, I'm gonna put you down for a second. I'm gonna get this carpet out of here, and we're gonna try to match it up with that, lay it over top of it, so we can get the spots that need to be cut, drawn out, and get that back in there. I guess wherever this thing was, used to have a little family inside of here. There's all kinds of, all these, yeah. But yeah, all this acorns and crap like that in here. Well, anyhow, you can see the color difference between right there and the dinginess right there. Well, yeah, that used to look good like that, but it's gonna be darker. Yeah, very, very dingy. Well, let me go ahead and I'm gonna vacuum that up and snatch this carpet on out of here, and we can continue on. Whew. Yep. A little hard taking something out of a car that's been in there about 38 years. But anyway, about 39 years now, really. Anyway, let's take a look at the floor on this bad boy. Yeah, floor is pretty solid. And yeah, I did see another build sheet up under this side. Yeah, but as you can see, it is it's not gonna come off the floor, so I'm gonna leave it. But yeah, floor is pretty solid. Everything's intact. Yeah, totally digging this right here, how this thing's looking on the inside. Cause I tried to take a look at it when I got it home. I tried to peel up part of the carpet and take a look, and it looked pretty good from what I can see with a mirror and a light. But yeah, that's one thing we ain't got to fool with is doing the floor. Cause I know on the Fox, I had to you know, get a little bit of rust and stuff like that off the bottom, but this one's looking pretty good. Yeah, another quick look over here at this build sheet. I guess that's a heat shield right there from the mufflers and stuff, or whatever. But yeah, that bad boy's been in there. So I know this carpet is the original carpet. Yep, evidently had two build sheets in there. One behind the under the spare tire, and one right here.